In this video, we'll take a look at TB4 programming considerations for individuals with non-reducible plantar flexion. Plantar flexion is the downward movement of a foot away from the body. Here, we have a foot shown in a neutral position. Here, we have a foot shown in plantar flexion. In some conditions like ALS, neuropathy may cause what is commonly called a foot drop, a non-reducible permanent state of a foot in plantar flexion. A common seating accommodation for non-reducible plantar flexion is to adjust the angle of the foot plates to provide proper support for the feet. However, as shown here, this could leave the foot plates touching the ground. While there are other ways to help mitigate floor contact, for the sake of this video, we are going to review programming considerations for when the foot plates touch the floor. A first thought may be to elevate the AFP to where the foot plates are 1.5 inches to 2 inches above the floor, shown here. Then, maybe reteach the system where the floor is by performing the teach command, shown here. However, the teach seat elevate versus AFP articulation command only works properly when the seat and the AFP are both in a home position and the AFP is all the way in. If you attempt the teach command when the AFP is already elevated, you'll get an error for precondition check failed. Therefore, the teach command should be done after any lower extremity adjustments, but before any AFP programming restriction. After adjusting the foot plate angle, first elevate the AFP out until the foot plates are above the floor as shown previously. Next, we'll go into the monitor feature of Econ W, then AM5, then seat, then actuator angle, and check AFP elevation. You'll see we're close to 80 to 81 degrees. Next, we'll go into our seat restrictions, into actuator movement restriction, and change the AFP elevation max angle to 80 degrees. This will ensure that the AFP will not descend below 80 degrees, thereby mitigating footplate contact with the ground. Now we are ready to teach our anterior tilt and transfer positions, which we detailed in another video. To recap, here's what you should do when working with a client who has angled footplates that contact the ground due to plantar flexion. First, elevate the AFP until the footplates are about 2 inches above the ground. Second, go into monitor and look at what the current angle of the AFP elevation is. Third, go into your seat restrictions and change your AFP elevation max angle to the value shown in monitor during the previous step. And lastly, reteach the anterior tilt and transfer position. If you ever need to redo the teach AFP command, make sure you reset the AFP elevate max angle back to 90 degrees before performing the command, or it will fail. Thanks for watching.